Welcome back to part 2. Now that you've positioned your biped inside your mesh correctly, it should look something like this. If I just go into a right, there we go. It's just zoom out. You have to make sure that all your joints, like your knees, your ankle and all the rest of it, are positioned correctly inside that, and make sure that your hands are perfectly aligned inside the gloves of your mesh. Okay, so if I just go to the front view, let's just zoom out a bit, and we'll see that it's all positioned correctly. The pelvis is where it should be. You have your spinal column, you've got your shoulders, the elbow is locked in the right position, and as you can see, all the fingers are in the gloves where they should be. Okay, right, if we just go back to our normal 4-view port section, what we want to do now is right click and unfreeze all. That's it. Now our character mesh is back on screen. Okay, now sometimes if your mesh is just one object that you fit your biped into, that's fair enough, but sometimes, just like this one, like I mentioned earlier, your mesh has quite a few parts. You've got like a hat, you've got left side, you've got the right side, you've got the left leg, boot and all the rest of it. Now what we do not want to do is select a biped part, okay, such as the arms, the fingers or anything like that. So what we do is go into here, and you see all the objects in the scene. Okay, select everything except for like I say, the name of your biped. I named it officer earlier. Do not select that, and do not select any of the biped parts. Now you can tell which is the biped because it has a BIP with a body name next to it. Now once you've got all of these selected, okay, it's all highlighted except for the biped. That's not selected at all. Go to modify, and then we go to physique. Okay, now what we want to do is apply the physique. Now we click on this button here, okay, and then we click on here and we pick officer, okay, and select pick, initialize. Right, once it's all selected and it's all completed, now you can see, if I just give you a demonstration, that the biped is now applied to the mesh. Now if I click on the foot, if I can get hold of that, there we go, the foot. Look what happens when I move the foot. You see we have a problem with the actual texture there. Now that's caused because of some of the vertices are left behind when you applied the biped. Now what we want to do to fix this, okay, is go up to our modify panel here, select the boot. Now this, obviously I'm working on the boot here, not the whole mesh. Now if your foot's in the boot, you highlight the boot. If the problem's in the leg, you highlight the leg. Okay, but because I'm having a problem with the foot at the moment, I'm highlighting the boot. Okay, click on the physique plus button here, click on envelope. Now this is what we do to fix the problem. Now you can see here we have all these little yellow lines going through the body. Now this is basically like the tendons of the body. Okay, so I'm going to zoom right into the boot here. Alright, now what we want to do is select around about here. You'll see where the cursor changes from an arrow to a crosshair. Now when it changes to a crosshair, click. Now this is what you need to do to fix this problem. Okay, you need to bring out the envelopes a bit so that it basically covers all of the outside of the leg. Now you can bring it up, okay, and you can bring it down again. Okay, now that's done that bit. We'll click down here where the foot is. I'm going to bring it up a bit more. Now what you need to be careful of is that if you're going to make this too big, you'll interact with another object, and you'll have parts of the mesh pulling out towards where your other foot is. Now to stop this from happening, click on vertex, okay, and obviously because it's a different object you can't see it, but if you've got other parts getting in the way, highlight them all and lock them. this will prevent it from happening. And obviously, once you've finished doing that, highlight the vertices again and unlock them. So for an example, I'll just highlight all these and click lock. Now you can't do anything with them until I highlight them all again and unlock. Okay, so that's something for you to remember. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is click the foot again, and hopefully all the parts of the mesh should move with the foot. But there's still a little bit there, so what we're going to do is keep editing. So envelope, and I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to open it up a bit more. Now if you need some help to see where the envelopes go to, try and get another angle in. Okay, as you can see, we have a bit of a problem. It's not actually going throughout the whole area of the foot. So if I click on this one and drag it up a bit more, it will pull it out. There we go. And because I've got one toe, you always come with a default toe. There we go. I've selected the toe now. Now I'm going to bring this right up. Okay, so it covers the whole of the end of the boot, and I'm going to bring the child overlap down so that it covers the end of the foot. Okay, right. Click on envelope, click on the foot, and now it should cover the whole thing. There we go. As you can see, the whole leg, without any bits of mesh missing, moves with it. Okay, and you have to do this to each body part, because you'll find that the higher leg, the thigh, there is still a bit of mesh that's not aligned properly. So I'm going to click on the leg now, click on envelope, and highlight the thigh here. I'm going to bring the radial scale up a bit more. There we go. It covers the whole area there. Envelope, select the foot, and with any luck the whole thing should move with it. There we go. That's moving very, very well. Okay. You might not have to do this with every single body part, because sometimes the body parts will be applied correctly. Like say this leg here, there aren't any problems at all. Actually, no, I'll correct myself. There's a very slight problem. As you can see, there's a bit of texture mesh there that's out of the way. So I do actually need to do the thigh. But as you can see, there's not much work that needs to be done with this leg than I had to do with the other leg. So if I just envelope this leg up a bit more, let's just open that up out a bit more. Do a bit on the knee as well. Okay, open it a bit more. Yeah, so on each limb that you have, always move the hand or the foot around just to see how the rest of the body reacts with it. Now, as you can see, I've got it now, so there's no mesh left behind. Right, and it's the same for the arms as well. So if I click the hand, now you might see quite a bit of a problem with the hand. As you can see, the arms have got a problem, and so is the end of this finger here as well. Okay, so if I just do the envelope on this,